Today let's take up the single column cash book. We have already seen in our earlier session the different kinds of cash book, and the first one we took up was the simple cash book. A simple cash book is one only in which only cash transactions will be recorded. Now here I have shown the format of a simple cash book. Debit and credit sides, it's like a normal ledger account. The date, particulars, and you have a voucher number, ledger folio, amount on the debit side, and this is date, particulars, voucher number, ledger folio, amount on the credit side. Now this one, the debit side is where you will be entering the receipts of cash, and the credit side is where the payments will come. Okay, so we have seen that in the cash book all the transactions will be entered in a chronological order. So as and when the transactions take place, we'll keep on entering it in the cash book. The particulars column, the name of the account under which the cash has been received or cash has been paid, that account name will come there, right? And the opening balance of cash, whatever is the opening balance of cash, that will come on the debit side. We'll write it as to balance brought down. This column, voucher number, which we have put here, this voucher is basically a supporting transaction, supporting document, sorry. Voucher is a supporting document for your transaction, and if the cash has been received, it is called a receipt voucher, and if the cash has been paid, it is called a payment voucher, right? So for each and every transactions, you should have a document to support that transaction that we call as a voucher. So that voucher number will be put here, right? The next column is the ledger folio column. This ledger folio column is basically the page number in the ledger where this amount has been posted. So if we write like to salary account or whatever, right, or by salary account, we are paying that, then the whatever is the page number in the ledger where we have posted this particular account, that page number will come. Then the amount, you will be writing the amount of that particular transactions, right? Okay, now normally in a cash book, the receipt side is always greater than the payment side, and whatever is the balance that will be written on the payment side here as by balance carried down, that is the closing balance, right? So the opening balance comes here on the debit side and the closing balance comes here on the credit side, right? Okay. Okay, now let's look at some points of this single column cash book before we take a small example. The first point is only cash transactions will be entered in the cash book, and secondly, when a cash book is maintained, cash account will not be opened in the ledger. The same cash book will work as a ledger account for cash, right? In a cash book, we will not record non-cash transactions. In a simple cash book, we are talking about this. So we will not record non-cash transactions, checks received or given, because it's all pertaining to the bank, and any cash discount which is allowed or received. These things will not come. We will not record the non-cash transactions, check received or given, and cash discount allowed or received, right? Then uh, okay, whenever we record something in the cash book, a corresponding entry will be recorded in the ledger, right? Okay. So cash account, this cash book is treated as the cash account. Whatever is the other account, there the corresponding entry is made in the ledger, right? The cash book should always show a debit balance. Cash book always shows a debit balance. That is because the cash paid cannot exceed the cash which you have in hand, right? So the credit side will always be short, and you will always have the closing balance on the credit side. Fine. Now I'll take up a small question here, and we'll see how to make the cash book. We'll write on this. Let me put the transactions here, right? Anita started business with cash, let's say 50,000 rupees, right? So let's put the dates also here. Let's say this is for the month of April, we are doing it, right? April 1st, right? And then I'll put an entry for April 2nd here. Purchase goods for cash 10,000, and then April 8th, sold goods for cash 25,000. Sold goods to Rita 10,000. Okay. Paid rent for the factory 5,000. Purchased machinery for cash 15,000, right? Then again, let's say sold goods for cash 50,000, right? Paid salaries 5,000. Okay, so these are the entries. Let's say purchased office equipment for cash, let's put 2,000 rupees, something like this. These are the transactions we have, and we have to prepare a cash book for this, right? Okay, now let's first of all make this the debit side and the credit side. Date, particulars, I'll put only the ledger folio column here, then amount, date, sorry. Okay, now here you will write cash book, right? Okay, now let's take up each transaction. April 1st, that is the opening balance, right? So here you write April 1st, and this will be This is basically, here we are writing uh, Anita started business with cash, so that is the capital she is introducing. So here you will write to capital account, right, and the amount is 50,000, right. Now next one, purchase goods for cash. When we purchase goods for cash, it is a payment, right. So here I write on the payment side, April 2nd, you'll write by purchases account. Whatever is the amount there, 10,000 rupees. So that will come here. Purchases will always come on the credit side as it is a payment, and sales will come on the debit side. Sold goods for cash 25,000, that is April 8th. So here I have April 8th. Here we'll write to sales account, right, and 25,000, right. Okay. Now sold goods to Rita. Now this sold goods to Rita, here I'm writing, there's no mention of cash here. So basically this is not a cash sales, this is a credit sales. So this will not come in the cash book at all, right. Paid rent for the factory, this will come 5,000 rupees. This is a payment. So here we will have by rent account 5,000 rupees. The date of that particular transaction you have to put. So that's April 11th. So we can put April 11th here, right. And the next one, purchase machinery for cash, that is again a payment, right. So here you will have, you are purchasing the machinery, so you'll have by machinery account, right. And April 12th, and the amount is 15,000, right. April 12th, and the amount here is 15,000. Okay. Then sold goods for cash, again this is a cash sale, so 50,000 on April 13th. So here on the receipt side you will write April 13th to sales account, and that is 50,000 rupees. So here you will have 50,000. Now paid salaries 5,000. So here you will have by salary account, 5,000 rupees is the payment, right. And the next one is April 25th, purchased office equipment 2,000. So April 25th, buy office equipment, or you can make an account like this, buy office equipment account, and that is 2,000, right. So these are the transactions which have been recorded here, right. This is the debit side, this is the credit side, the column headings you will give. Now let's balance this. The debit side here is more than the credit side, so the total of the debit side is 1,25,000, right. So the same total you will put here, same way as we used to balance the ledger account. So I'm doing it on April 30th, let's say. So here you will have by balance carried down, right. Now whatever is the difference, that will come here. So I have the total of the credit side as 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 15,000 plus 5,000 plus 2,000, which is equal to 37,000, and this is 1,25,000 minus 37,000. So 88,000 will be the balancing figure here. This is the closing balance. So this is how a cash book will be made. And next month, that is, we are doing it for the month of April. So on May 1st, it will come on the debit side. So cash always has a debit balance, remember that. This is closed here, right. After that, here on May 1st, you will write to balance brought down. That is the balance which is brought down in the next month. So the amount, that is 88,000, will be put here. So this is how we make the simple cash book, right? So with that, I come to the end of this session. So in this session we have learned how to make a simple cash book, what is the format of the simple cash book we saw, and we took up this question which we have solved here, right? So with that, I'll end this session. Bye.